If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that sub button for more amazing content. Now, let's jump straight into the video. What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to the Bofina1 podcast, and I am your host, Bofina1, and as you guys can see from the title here, I'm going to be talking about how a janitor was laid off at Twitter's headquarters, and essentially one of Elon Musk's team members told him that he'd be replaced by robots, and so I thought this was really wild. Somebody would say that. It's just this concept of like, okay, you already got fired, right, or laid off, and then a team member after you get fired are saying, yeah, you're gonna be replaced by robots. You know, your job is just really so not challenging or unimportant that we can get, you know, an unreal object to take care of your life, to take care of your day-to-day task. Anyway, before we get in the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe and turn on post notifications, and let's jump straight into the article here. So a janitor told the BBC a member of Musk's team said his job would eventually be replaced by robots. 4 former Twitter cleaners told the publication they were laid off Monday without severance. Twitter janitors went on strike Monday after they learned their jobs were in danger. A member of Elon Musk's team told Julio Alvarado, a janitor who was laid off at Twitter earlier this week, that he eventually be replaced by robots, Alvarado told BBC. 4 former Twitter janitors told the publication they were laid off Monday without severance. Alvarado, who worked as a cleaner at Twitter's headquarters for 10 years, said the tone at the company soared after Musk took over in October. And this is kind of what we've been seeing a lot in the news, that ever since pretty much Elon Musk took over, it's been like all hell is broken loose. And, you know, I just think a lot of people just don't like it, you know, and he's laying off a lot of people that have been with Twitter for quite some time. And you also have to remember, like, when people get laid off, you know, yes, they can go get unemployment, but, you know, unemployment is not like what it was in 2020. So for a lot of people, they're scrambling, right? It's right around Christmas time. And, you know, people are trying to scramble to figure out what it is that they need to do next in order to, you know, make ends meet. So it's a really unfortunate time, especially if you were somebody that really have been with the company for a while, right? And you thought, oh, okay, maybe this is somewhere I can work and I can retire at, to then have somebody, a new CEO person, take over and pretty much take all that from right underneath you. So since the acquisition, Alvarado said private security had been escorting him around the building while he was cleaning. People work without worries. He told the BBC about the environment at Twitter before the acquisition. Now we are afraid. Olga Miranda, the president of the Service Employees International Union Local 87, says she believed the workers were laid off because they were in a union, the BBC report. The workers organized a strike Monday after they learned the contractor that employed them was set to be replaced. San Francisco City Attorney David Chu has said he was investigating whether Twitter broke the law. According to San Francisco law, when a company changes contracts for cleaning services, the contractor is supposed to hire workers from the old contractor for at least 90 days during the transition. So essentially, they're saying that they believe that, you know, Elon Musk has essentially done something illegal, where, if you think about it, he fired these people, didn't really go through another contract, and he was supposed to hire these people for at least another, 90 days, 3 more months while they make the transition. But instead, he just fired them, and it's like, yeah, go home, you're done. You have no job, and we're not going to pay you severance. So we're not going to pay you anything for, you know, let's say 6 months or whatever. You know, hopefully you can find a new job or something. And it sounds like I don't know, are they going to get unemployment? Like, is he going to withhold that too? So multiple workers told the BBC they were concerned about how they would be able to pay bills in the coming weeks, especially with the holidays coming up. And this is exactly what I said. Like, this is such an unfortunate time where it's like a person gets fired, and it's like, okay, now I have bills that I have to pay. I have things that I have to come up with. And you're telling me that, you know, I got fired and I don't even get severance pay that can hold me over, even if it's just for a couple months until I can find another job. And it's just like, whatever, that's it. And you're telling me that, yeah, my job can be done by a robot. So you're also insulting me. So it's also like, you fired me, and then you're insulting me, like you're throwing like salt on the wound as I'm on my way out. So you're not making it any better. Overnight, we don't have anything, Adriana Valeria, a cleaner who had worked at Twitter since 2018, told the BBC. I can only tell you I don't have money to pay the rent, Alvarado said. I'm not going to have medical insurance. I don't know what I'm going to do. And that's another thing, medical insurance. Like, what if some of these people have maybe chronic illnesses? They have specific illnesses where it's like, you know, they need medical insurance, and now they can't get those things. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I think a lot of these companies sometimes they don't realize, like, these CEOs, they don't realize, like, these are real people that work for you. These are real people that have real life bills. So when you when you essentially do things like that, it's kind of just like, okay, you know what I mean? It's like, what is that person supposed to do? Maybe they have to go to the hospital every month, for whatever the case is. Or maybe they might have a sick child, and you just took a job from them, and then you're not even going to give them severance, and now they might possibly be getting evicted. It's just like, dang, dude, talk about only thinking about yourself. A spokesperson for Twitter did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The company is also being investigated by the San Francisco Department of Building Inspection over reports that Twitter installed bedrooms for workers as its headquarters. On Wednesday, Musk defended his decision to turn some of Twitter's offices into bedrooms, saying he's providing beds for tired employees. So he's like, okay, isn't this kind of like going backwards, right? Because wasn't he the one that also said that, what did he say? He wanted people to come into work, and that, if they didn't come into work, they'd be fired. I mean, I know that was for Tesla, but he kind of did the same thing for people on Twitter. So now these people have a bed. So what are you getting at? Are you saying that you want these people to essentially work around the clock, where they don't really go home and see their families? They essentially stay at the office and sleep there and just keep working, maybe take a little hour or two nap and keep working? What is your angle, bro? What is your angle? Since his acquisition, Musk has fired more than half of Twitter's employees and brought in several workers from his other companies, as well as close business associates, like his PayPal mafia buddy David Sachs and personal attorney Alex Spiro. And so that's the end of this here, topic or whatever, article. But I just think that's just so interesting, though. It's like, dang, bro, he got fired right before Christmas. You ain't giving him no severance. He ain't got no medical. And on top of that, he's probably not even going to be able to even pay his rent. And then on top of that, you telling him that, oh, yeah, his job can essentially be done by a robot, that his job is not really important. So it's just so many different, things. Why? It just... And it's like Twitter is just a matter of time before it pretty much just goes under, right? And everyone's going to be fired. So all these people that have been on Twitter and been employees for quite some time and maybe have job stability, might have bought homes, you know what I'm saying? Thinking oh, okay, I'm probably going to have my job. A new CEO comes around and just takes all that from you. See, and that's the part about it that makes it so scary with having a 9-to-5 is it can all be taken away. Someone don't like you, or a new CEO takes over, whatever. And this is the type of stuff that happens. Now, all these people are out of a job, and right now, a lot of companies are laying people off. They're having a hard time, it's just sad, really, when you think about it. It's really sad. But I just saw this article and figured, I share this with you guys because I did think it was, kind of interesting, especially from the headlines. Your job can essentially be done by a robot. Dang, way to kick a brother down when they're already down. So yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts about this down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.